Hello everybody, it's Wednesday, it's 7 o'clock, it's the 5th of February, and what are we doing? Well, same thing we do every day. We're going to be taking a look at some comfy stuff, we're going to be taking a look at some Klein stuff, we got some new video LoRa's as well, should be interesting. I've already done a little video on how to train your own video LoRa's with ComfyUI, so don't forget to check that out. And most of all, welcome to the show. So, thanks again. If you're watching live or you're watching later, first thing I always say is don't forget to check out the join link for the Discord in the description. There's all sorts of stuff people are posting. We have a custom node chat now. And also we just published a community nodes pack which you can contribute to if you want to write some fun little custom nodes. Also we got the usual stuff like images and things. I'm just working on a backrooms LoRa. I want to see if I can mix it with some of my other LoRa's. But also it's a fun thing to just leave on overnight. I also think it would be useful for video to video as well when we get there. But in any case, the big thing is a completely new project, and I'm going to talk you through what I did, and then we're going to do a new one, but that comes later. So I just realized I'm white on white. You can't even see me. Hello. So yeah, that's the basic plan. I'm going to call it linear story gen rather than prompt gen, and we might have to write a completely new custom node. Thanks to Redial TV for throwing me a 03 mini access key or something, some kind of elevation. I don't know exactly what it was, but thank you very much. And yeah, that's pretty much the plan, guys. I'm just generating these at the moment, but we can turn this off at any time. I've just got it running. I'm just thinking now, we've already talked about FXF Tokyo Meet, which is available on Replicate where I trained it, and then also it is available on, and that's the other one, Highway Tokyo Racing. So I've got two new LoRa's there, and there's the other one, Tokyo Meets. So those are the two video LoRa's that I've trained, probably the best ones I've done at the moment. But I do have another one that I did, which is fun. Not that one, that's not mine. And this is what we're going to try prompting in a bit. I'm going to show you how I've tried to make a prompt generator for this model. But we'll get to that. So yeah, Highway Racing Tokyo and Tokyo Meets, check them out, give them a rating. Please upload your generations. I want to see what they've made, see what you've made. There's a full list of prompts in the training images download, but also on my, I can never find it. I should always just go there myself every time. Right. Ah yes, FBF Collective. So this would be the custom nodes or whatever they've written from the 5 Below 5 Collective. So that's everybody in the members chat. And pretty much what I'm going to do is register this as well. I will register it so you can get it in the Comfy Manager. But yeah, as I was saying, Where's DJZ nodes? There it is. If I go into DJZ nodes and then get ready to scroll all the way to the bottom, is it actually... Alright, somewhere... Oh, the folder's at the top, I'm crazy. So yeah, go into prompts, and there'll be some new prompts. They start off with the same trigger, so... Where is it? FXF. So if I go to my prompt list, it should be somewhere around F. See, there's KCK Cyber Society. There's Momji line. Did I use a capital F? Maybe I didn't upload it. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make, it'll be in here. If it's not in here, I'll get it uploaded. Is it really not there? There's Tokyo Racer XJX. Oh dear, are we having some internet trouble tonight? Just hit a rough one. Oof. Anyway. Seems fine, so I'll continue. I don't know why, but... Oh, and it's back. Very strange. Oh, it looks like we're having some strange internet. Don't know. But like I said, I'm just going to carry on. Let's clear out from here for a second, shall we? And just get on with it. Alright, so we're done with the intro. I did notice there was a new KeyJai wrapper called ComfyUI Stable X wrapper. When I looked at this, I could have sworn I actually already have where did I see those nodes? Yeah, I've seen Delight. So Hunyuan 3D uses Delight here. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. Just something interesting. Trying to keep up with things, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not entirely sure what this is for. Stable, normal, stable, delight. Reducing diffusion variance. Something to do with 3D. Removing specular reflections. Yeah, like I said, I'd have to read up on that. But yeah, there's a new KeyJai thing. Pi texture packer. See, that's part of the Hunyuan. I just wonder if maybe we're supposed to like combine them or something. There's Hunyuan, and then here's the render multi-view. Don't know. It interests me anyway. I try to like poke around at this stuff. It's all very new. The 3D stuff's all very new. So I've started messing around with it. But like I said, it works well, so it's like, why change it? How are we doing on the backrooms? We can delete this one now. Just random found footage. I'm pretty much just seed mining at the moment to see if I can find an interesting scenes, build up a folder of them. But what I had a thought was, we'll probably use LTX to speed it up. What could we do with VS Code where we could create a new project? Crazy. And then have it write us a story, and then use that story to create like linear prompts, right? So one thing I need to do first is I need to find the prompt list. It's not using a prompt list. Right, we're going to have to do something about that. Okay, I got an idea. Let's make it interesting. So we'll get a text box. We'll copy this prompt into the text box. And string painter moves down. Tokyo meet moves down. Duplicate a string weight. Put that prompt in. Hook that up. And I think that's all I need to do there. And then if I push this one up, clip to clip, model to model, model to model, clip to clip. And then we just injected another loader. And then I want to get my Tokyo meet. And then what I need to do is sort of do a bit of prompt mining to fixed. This is fine. So okay, so currently we're running a prompt of video of backrooms, exploring liminal yellowish backrooms. I'll probably get rid of liminal. Found footage in style of KBK. Might not need to put the token twice either. And then what I'll do is I'll turn the cars down to 0.7. I'll do it with just that first. How's it doing? Is it nearly finished? No, it's still cooking. So it'll be the next video. So right now, oh, it's already got an output which says video of a drift meet. So maybe it already merged it. Strange. Okay, well, anyway, I don't even know if it was hooked up. It might have been taking the text prompt from there still. But yeah, essentially this bit becomes our prompt. And that's just a readout. So we're going to use I just want to basically do a right click here and do Q selected output. And what that'll do is let me see what the prompt is. I want to see how it combines. Okay. And these are some of the videos that we cooked with the LoRa we trained yesterday. Almost forgot about that. What I should probably do is get this backrooms folder. Mind you, we're changing the project, so I'll change it to backrooms 2. That was close. Right. So when this video finishes, this will be the last one that it made. So yeah, that's actually a good opportunity to get another VLC. And we'll do an open folder on backrooms. That'll work. Oh yeah. Alright. So the game continues. So from now on we're going to be in a new folder and we're going to be trying to combine these. Right, so it stopped. Great, cool. Okay, so let's see what the prompt is. slowing down or stopped. Perfect. I feel like that might work. But how is it gonna... 0.5 maybe? It's tricky. Turn down the drift stuff a bit. Well, see what happens. Like I said, I think I've got to turn one of these down. Probably won't work. Worth a try. But I wondered, you know, can we combine the LoRa's? It might be a little bit more complicated than this, but we'll try it just with prompts on loading both and see what happens. Looks like a staircase. Yeah, I'll likely be publishing this one tonight as well. Depends if we have time to pull out some of these good, some of the good ones we've rendered. Oh. Whoa! I did type a clown in a hallway, a fat clown in a hallway at one point. And it did try it. So it just looks like a bunch of found footage. That's what I was going for. Oh wow, a finger. I like it. This is going to take how long? 4 minutes. Why is it taking so long? Ah, it's probably because it's the first load and I asked for three seconds. Okay. Yeah. Because you changed the patch, it has to reload the pipeline. That's alright. So yeah, what are you all doing tonight? Anything interesting? Let me know. is. Right, well, like I said, I was having a look at the 3D stuff. Is it gone? No, it's still here. I was having a look at the 3D stuff. It's cool, but you're going to have to retexture it, and it's going to be a nightmare. I mean, I guess there's a face, you could put a face there, but it's not going to be easy to retexture. Unless, of course, you just repaint it. I guess you could just repaint it in a 3D tool. That would be kind of cool. These AI textures, man, oh man. It's like kind of hard to figure out. I mean, I guess it's just done like strips and then blended them all back together again, but anyway, it's kind of surprising that there's a face. Look, like half of his face is here, half of his face is here. I think there might be more of it. Poor guy. But yeah, the actual model itself is pretty good. You know, you're not going to win any awards, but and the textures are very bad. But you know, I guess if you just put some light on it, you know, bit of lighting, bit of shadow, bit of soft focus, a lot of soft focus. Ah, yes, he's the hero that was promised. He seems to have two thumbs somehow. Yeah, the 3D model actually thought that the palm of his hand was a thumb. So he's got an extra thumb. That's okay. He was made with AI. But yeah, the original image was made with my pose generator, so he looked like this in a Latent pose, and as you can see, I mean, I see how he made the mistake, because it's bright there, and it does look like a broken, that's a bit of a weird, it does look weird, I'll admit, it does look weird. But I thought this looks weirder. Anyway. So yeah, the 3D stuff is cool and all, but I think that once you convert this model format, and like I said, I wanted to get it rigged up with AccuRig. You want to use AccuRig, but it's in the wrong format, so I got to convert whatever it is that Hunyuan 3D created it as first, which was annoying. But I guess, you know, side mission, right? Pete Johnson says, contemplating making something to eat. Good evening. Hello, Pete. Welcome to the stream. And a bit of new hands, yes. Those hands are special. There's something special. So how are we looking? Ooh, it's done it. It's actually put it in the back rooms. It actually worked. It's custom cars in the back rooms now. Okay, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. What about if I turn the meat strength to 0.9 to let the backrooms have a little bit more breathing space? We'll try it again. That worked really well. It does look like a car park, I guess, so it's sort of, but it looks like an unlit back room with a cool car in it, which I like that. It's a cool aesthetic. Andarian, thanks for all your informative videos, but mute the music maybe. Am I being too quiet, guys? That's probably because I'm being too quiet. I need to lean closer to the mic. I should be way more loud than the music right now. So I do apologize. It's probably my fault for just leaning way miles over there and actually not, you know. But yeah, welcome Andarian. I might turn it down a little bit if it's really loud tonight. It shouldn't be. It should be like barely audible. So perhaps it's too loud. But essentially what we're doing is we're just looking at video. I'm looking at mixing my latest model, the backrooms, with my last Hunyuan video, Laura, which was Tokyo Meet. So it's all based on sort of drift videos and cool drift cars, stanced cars, all that kind of stuff. And this one's based on like a viral backrooms. Yeah. The models are professionally trained as far as I can. You know, I'll always say that the captioning could be better, but I did it to try and push what you can get away with. This one was trained at 720, 1280, 720. This one was trained at 640 by 360, but it was... Oh wait, was it 640 by 360? Let's find out. You're gonna let me click on it? Lagging. We're lagging. We lagging. Oh, we lagging. Okay. 504 by 360. Okay, to be exact. 504 by 360. So there was more video. This had more video and they were shorter. This had it probably wasn't broken up into small enough segments, but because I used uniform, it definitely did train the whole thing, probably like 3 times. The way that you train the model, it sort of has the it's a bit loud. You guys should have told me. It's been like this, the same volume for cajillion episodes. Here, I'll turn it down. So like there. How's that? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I took it down a couple decibels. I'll take it down another touch if it's still too loud. I do master all of the songs, but it's possible that one of them is like louder than the rest, I guess. But we'll find out. It's okay. Alright, cool. That sounds good to me. Because to be honest, I think the levels were set up before I mastered all of the tracks and re-uploaded them. But there have been some new ones since then, so. But thank you for letting me know, because like I said, that would annoy the hell out of everybody. But yeah, some of these videos are actually fat, but there are a couple. I haven't done any curation here, by the way, guys. So this is literally what came out, you know. It's literally what I got, right? I haven't removed anything, and they're playing in order. So, you know, if you took my Laura and this model and just put it on generate, you're going to end up with this sort of thing. Obviously, you know, your prompt might make, you know, different prompt, different output. Everybody knows that. But what I did is I tried to do it with like a sandwich. So you say video of my trigger, and then at the end, in the style of my trigger. That's pretty much what we did. Oh, we got another one cooking. Any minute now, we're going to get a new main event. I better save that one. That was a really good first shot. I hope the second one doesn't go crazy. Because when you're mixing Lauras, you're essentially colliding concepts. Ooh. I mean, the car is okay, but I don't see any backrooms influence here, so what I think I'll do is maybe just prefix it with a, what is it? KBK 1. Whoops. Wait, I could probably actually get it, so KBK 1. Video of KBK backrooms. And then take that out of there. Exploring. So, large yellowish room. I think we might have got it. So I'm trying to wrap the backrooms around my car generator, and I've frozen the car generator on a prompt where the car is likely to be stopped. Or slow moving at least, slowing down maybe. For some reason it's going backwards, but that's okay. Kind of looks like he's reversing to park or something. Pirate, welcome. And thank you as well for helping out with the audio. Full Dive Media, hi, hope you're doing well. We'll catch up soon. Welcome, Full Dive. So yeah, this is probably one of my best video laurers, but I've used what I learned from training this to make this one, which is a bit hard to control, but it's got a lot in it, and I think that combined with this base, it can do a hell of a lot with sort of creating these abstract, otherworldly, especially if you use it as a transformer. But these are the sorts of things I've been wanting to test out. So I got a nice little sort of palette of tools. Just need to sort out the workflows. I think there is one thing I should probably do while I'm ahead, and that is put the models in the right place, because I think I've got a model I need to put in the right place. Let me just check. GLBs. See, that's what this model format was we were messing with. I mean, it's really cool to see. I mean, the quality on the model's amazing. The graphics, the textures. Oh wait, look at that. You changed the lighting a little bit. Looks a bit better like that. Oh. Thing is, if everything in the game looks the same, you'll just be like, oh, it's just an art style. It's just a weird art style, guys. That's just how he looks, you know. Anyway, do you know what I mean? Like if everything looked like kind of weird and derpy the same way, it would actually be okay. You'd be like, ah, it's just what the game looks like. But yeah, we'll have to do some more on that in a bit. So are we still cooking? We're still cooking. So I want to check my models. Because it's the opportunity. There we go. I've got my missing in action model, which was missing in action. I don't know what happened to it. Suddenly it just wasn't there. Very strange. I think it's because I used the Jajuf model, and maybe I was saving hard drive space, and I was just like, oh, I've got Kaguf. Why do I keep these things? And I forgot that, you know, can't use it. I was like, oh shit. Was it this guy here? No, that's the model preparation. That's the VHS stuff. And yes, I do want to try putting this and this through this. But we'll get there, and then we could even put it through this. In fact, we could just put it through this. Has this got? Yeah, this has got VHS on it. Ooh. and I've got big directories. See, what I tend to do is curate these directories. This is just showing videos in a directory right now. So I would go into these directories and basically like delete the bad ones, you know, because these are copies anyway usually. Or I'd make a copy of this directory and then go into it and delete the copies. You know what I mean? So just leave the best ones because you can generate more anyway. You could repeat that process several times. Hey, Furnicar, welcome. Battle Cruiser operational. Welcome. Okay, so yeah, basically like, look at this guy. Some of these clips are great. What I'd probably do is like, well, anyway, I don't want to get into it, but I would organize the clips by pacing and then figure out a pattern or a rhythm. Haha, the stance is so crazy. Every now and then you'll notice that when it shows the back of a car, it's actually the front of another car. Whoa. Not always, sometimes it gets it right, but often you'll notice you get to the back of the car and it's actually the front of a car. Wait, that car just changed from white to black, or from black to white. These are great though. So what I intend on doing is getting some of my music and then putting a music video together with all AI, you know, do it with all AI cars. But it has to be like the best ones. I got to make an effort. Shouldn't take long though. But I thought an interesting concept would be to put them in the back rooms. Ooh. Is he reversing in the back rooms? Okay, this is working. Alright, we're going to put this one on instant. Is there anything else I could do? Not really. I mean, you could increase the steps. I think maybe put the prompt up a bit because I've turned the LoRa strength down to balance this one. And take it off so we can, this will be interesting. I mean, I could do like a prompt swap and say, you know, if the car is moving, then, you know, change that to parked or something, but I don't know, it's kind of hacky. You know, just change driving to parked. But I don't know. We'll see. It might be too hacky. So what do we got for the first one? Do you know what? It doesn't actually say that the cars are moving or not. Oh wait. It's in a similar state of motion. The car on the right has its brake lights on. Slowing down or stopped. Brake lights are on, so we think it's slowing down. This visual model's crazy. Did you see that? So in the clip that it looked at, one of the cars had its brake lights on. Therefore, they're slowing down or stopped. And the car on the other side also has its brake lights on. So they're like, he's like, oh well, they must be both braking. Like the visual model that wrote this tag understood that the cars were braking. I just think that's kind of interesting. You know, I see brake lights, I know what that means, you know? But yeah, I thought it would be cool to see what happens when we put my Tokyo Meets. Is that Tokyo Meets or Tokyo Highway? Hang on. Yeah, Tokyo Meet. And then we're wrapping it in background prompts to try and get Tokyo backrooms, I guess. We'll see what happens. And while it's cooking, I've got a cool project for VS Code and Klein. Oh, what's going on here? We don't need the virtual camera no more. I think I was doing a virtual cam. Right. So then, let's dive on in. So the first thing I wanted to show you was the concept. So it's pretty straightforward. We did a little bit of this on the stream yesterday. So we had a CSV which was 600 prompts for HunYuan, okay? And this is a benchmark test called Penguin Video Benchmark. It comes in a CSV. Now we could go in and delete this and this. We could go in and delete this, but it's 600 lines. So we could ask the AI to change it, convert it, whatever, right? But it'll probably just save it as text and we'll still have all of this, right? Especially if you use a converter. So how do we turn this CSV into this list? Well, we ask it to write a script and run it. So don't get it to do it with tokens, because it would take forever and cost loads, because it's 600 prompts. They're really long, you know what I mean? So instead, write a tool that reads the CSV, opens the, has the file open, and then copies the prompt column. Because remember, it was a CSV file, right? So the prompts are all in one column. So that means we can just steal. Where'd it go? Where'd the CSV go? Did I close it? Yeah, probably. Yeah, so because they're all in a column, we can just steal the column. And like I said, we got the agent to create the script, and then we got the agent to run the script, as you can see here, which creates this file, which is massive. Because it's just a cleanup job, really. But then we take it a little bit further, and what we say is, we ask it to analyze all of this, right? In fact, I'll show you. Hello, Klein. So, here it is. Yeah, clean prompts. So that's how we created the script and converted it to plain text, right? Just let him run it, and he did it. He ran the script. I was like, run the script. But that's not what I wanted to show you. This one. See, the one thing I didn't find was how we made prompt analysis. I think I asked him to look for structure and cadence. I'm just trying to find that first because it is important. Because it's basically like how to do analysis. I think. Yeah, look, see. He's dying. Help me. It's too big. This is why I figured this out, because I was like, he can't do it. It's actually like too much. So here we go. So once I had the run the script and I had my clean prompts, I obviously wanted to learn stuff. So this is all the stuff I told him to learn, and I did it with that prompt. Read the prompts, analyze the prompts for structure and cadence, speculate on potential prompt formulas, provide examples for how this information can be used to improve prompts with this model. When you've completed the tasks, write a report. And that's what he did. And that's how we get prompt analysis. So now we've got like a handbook that's been fine-tuned or created from the information inside just prompts. These are all the benchmark prompts released by HunYuan, right? So they're much more varied than the ones that we used to use for our prompt generator. And so then obviously we've been able to get a really good analysis report as well. So then that leads me to creating a prompt list from a prompt list. So what I do is I take, these are the captions that my model was trained on, my LoRa, So I've already trained the LoRa model, and these are the captions for all the videos. Sorry, all the images, because it was trained on images. There's only 17 images. Okay, it's pretty cheap. So this would be KCK Cyber Society. So what I've said is I want to create a new prompt list. Okay, the first 18 prompts are preserved. It added 62 new variations that maintained the theme while incorporating dynamic temporal references. Each prompt includes active verbs, continuous actions, and environmental changes. All prompts end with the KCK style trigger. Camera movements are specified to enhance temporal flow, rich details and clear structure are maintained throughout. The prompts follow the enhanced formula from prompt analysis. And I'll show you the prompt. I want to create a new prompt list named this. Right, so there it is. Follow the rules and guidance for the prompt formula in analysis. Draw inspiration from cleaned prompts. We already looked at that one. So that's the 500 or the 600. When speculating potential variations, we've given him like a mini RAG, I guess you could call it. And then base the new prompt list directly on the content of, so then it's going to look at this as the lead. Prompts must invoke the style trigger. Continue to create variations until there are 80. Okay. And that gives us this one, which I ended up calling V0V, which will eventually show up in the prompt lists. But yeah, it's given me exactly what I asked for. I've got 89 now, plus the original 17. I'm not quite sure how that math works out, but hey. Essentially, there it is. He did his job, so I'm happy. So what I want to do is take what we just did in a different direction. So if I just sort of close this, and we're going to do it with O3 Mini as well, as long as it'll let us. So this should be interesting. Close folder. There we go. Sometimes you've got to do it twice. I don't know why. And I'm going to want to put it somewhere I'll actually be able to find it. This is the bit that annoys me. This is the bit that makes me not want to do it. Where the hell is all of my stuff? If I just put it in dev and call it like linear list. I don't even know. I don't even have a name for it yet. It's just an idea that I had. I think it would be cool. So Full Dive Media, they could create the game around this model, like some kind of sickness made them look like this. Oh no! Where is that thing? Oh, it's super dark and blurry. It's not very good. Well. Oh, hang on. Well, actually, I don't think that's going to make that much difference, but maybe I'm just paranoid. Yeah, see, large yellowish room is not being listened to. Hang on. Ah. There we go. I think we might have solved it. Let's try another one. Video backgrounds, drift me. Street, city, street. Yeah, see, what I probably want to do is like put some rules in to catch some words, but I don't want to waste too much time on it. It's just a bit of fun. Okay, so when we're in VS Code, obviously we have our client extension. We should have some kind of API key hooked up. And at the moment we've just got empty folder, right? There's nothing there. Nothing. We've got nothing. And so what I thought would be fun would basically be to just come in here and just say hey, start doing stuff, right? So I'm going to say, I would like you to, should we try searching the internet? Nah, there's no point. I don't want to steal anything. So I would like you to create a fictional story about an individual, about a man who is traveling. Yes. 1. Name and design the character. Name and design the character. Determine his location and destination. 3. Devise a method of transport. 4. And then what was it? Use the hero's journey. Use the hero's journey. Write a new file named main character.md into which all details about the main character should go. 6. Write a plot overview to summarize the story into a new file named main storyline.md. Okay, and then read the storyline. Read the. He's got to actually write it before he can do this part. So I wonder if this will work. But yeah, read the main storyline.md and cross reference defined characteristics, updating the story where needed. Should we really go for it? Read the main storyline, cross-reference, update the story. Okay. I can't do my environment agent thing just like this. Oh, I know. Read the main storyline.md again. Then create a new file named main environment. Environment. I want to say engine, but it's actually an agent. I'll say manager. Environment manager, which will self-describe itself as the environment by injecting text into and around existing text with contextual and temporal awareness. Okay. 9. Read the main storyline to MD again. This time, fix any errors and expand the text by a factor of 3. Fix by replacement. And fix errors by replacement, I should have said. Fix errors by replacement and expand the text by a factor of 3. We're just throwing that one in there, by the way. Write the new storyline. Oh yeah, that's even better. By a factor of 3. I wonder if he's actually writing... I won't say fix errors. I'll just say expand it by 3 here. Then expand the text by a factor of 3. Now we come in with the environment agent who's actually going to do that part. So we got to read the storyline. Whoops. If it can do all this, I'll be very impressed. Okay. Read the main storyline, expand the text by a factor of 3, read the main storyline. But we're not doing the fix errors yet. Read the main storyline.md. Yeah. Read the updated main storyline.md. And use the environment manager.md guidance to inject text describing the environmental details. We made it self-build its own rules and then follow them, basically. So they should be like contextually aware to a point. And then 11. Now we get to fix errors. Okay, but I want to like. I'll leave it. I want to see what it actually does. Okay. The final draft should be named final draft dot text. Now I just want to see if there's anything I've missed here. Create new file names in file. New file named self-describe itself as the environment beta. Read the thing, expand the text, read the updated main story, expand the text, expand expand text, so not the speech though. And then excluding speech, expand text by a factor of 3. Makes it nice and easy, huh? I'm just a little worried that we haven't made any. We could have made more interim files. So I could make like, at the moment that's final draft. I could make create, cross-reference, update the story. Yeah, let's do it here. Create draft. I'll say 2.text. And then the next one it will be and add the full updated story. Okay, and then down to here, this won't be storyline.md, now it will be draft2.text. And then it will be expand the text by factor of 3, then write the new complete. I'm really setting it a load of, because it's like, this is like silly. This sort of thing would make me like laugh not so long ago, because you know it wouldn't be able to do it. Basically It'll just laugh at you and say, that's too long, you can't do that. So we're going to put it to the test. It'll probably just be like, no, you can't do any of that, and laugh at me, but... Okay, so then this is going to be now draft 3. Whoops. Draft 3.txt, like that. New, complete, updated draft 3. Use environment manager. Inject text, expanding the text as instructed to expand the story. Final draft should be named final. I should have probably just made that part of instruction 10. There. So let's just copy that monster into right there, and we'll put it on plan because I'm in straight. I want to know what he's going to do. What's he going to do? Failed. Oh, but I've got it on the wrong. Hang on. 03 dash mini. There. You happy now? Oh wait, what? So wait, he did do it though? No, he didn't. Retry. For some reason, it was on a different thing. I don't know. I think it's doing it. It would have been like throwing an error at me. Oh. Oh. So, character creation. Create a detailed backstory and design. Elias Thorne, portrayed as a courageous yet contemplative man. Main storyline. Call Ordinary World, Call to Adventure, Crossing the Threshold. Trials, Allies, Climax. This is good. This is looking good so far. Summarizes current location. Excellent. Update story details. Draft 2. Cross-reference to the storyline. Integrate it with the hero's journey element. Environment description. Self-described, contextual and temporal. So it knows what time it is, etc. Yeah. The story expansion. Draft 3. Read draft 2, excluding speech. In step 5, this will be interesting to see if he can nail this. Where I say step 5, where I say read draft 2, excluding any speech lines. I should specify that the dialogue, I can't even spell, dialogue speech should be included in the in the draft, simply not to expand or change the lines. I wanted to give him a rule and I was too vague, but that's nice. I can give him a little follow-up there. What else? Does the environment manager, does the draft, final draft, inject cross stuff. Got a couple of passes, so let's just see if he can give us. I say no, I actually wanted cheese with my pepperoni or whatever. Let's see if he's done it. Please review. So step 5, was it 5? Read draft 2, expand non-dialogue narrative of text by a factor of 3 while leaving all dialogue as they are. Okay, perfect. Alright, let's do it. And I'm going to go and get a cup of coffee. It's definitely coffee time. We're writing. Oh, I'll make it bigger so you can see it while it's doing its thing. Maybe. It should open a file, I don't know. Hey, there he goes. Designing my character, are you? Oh damn, I need to go and get some water. Be right back. Right, still writing. What's he doing now? He's doing the final draft already. Bloody hell. Only went out the room for a minute. I haven't even made my coffee yet. Is he finished? Bloody hell. He's finished. We can reject that because we've already got it open on the screen. That's crazy. I mean, look, I appreciate the prompt was a little bit meaty. How many words is that? 5,000 characters on the first pass. $5,000 characters. So you up that by a factor of 20. We might have something. Okay. But that's not what we're here to do. We're not here to write a book in 10 minutes, even though we could. But what I was trying to do was something else, which is sort of the same thing though. So if I take a look at this story that we have now, this is now going to form the environment with the environment manager and the main character. Here he is, in case you're interested, our main character. And remember, the AI picked this. We didn't ask for it. So you could go in and create different ones, whatever. You could edit them, you know what I mean, to sort of steer the influence of what this is going to do. And as you can see, this is the overview of the story. Oh yeah, that's all of it. Okay. So, what I thought was, what would happen if we turned the story, so this is why we've like done this in a sort of step-by-step way to eventually get to a final draft, which is like it's all enriched, right? It's quite long lines. So what I would probably do is now use this with my prompt generator stuff. Now I think that was in a different castle. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy that. So essentially we've built a story. You could continue with this, adding more characters, and there's more complex ways of doing it too. But I just wanted to show, like, we started with an empty folder. It wrote this for us. We gave it minimal guidance. Like, you could obviously, in the prompt, I could have referenced all kinds of other documents, which, you know, say I'd sat there writing up notes on a story that I wanted, that kind of stuff. You can definitely do all of that. It doesn't take very long, you know. You just gotta be more ambitious with your prompts. And we're using O3 Mini right here. and we're going to be using O3 Mini for as long as we can tonight, so be interesting to see what it can do. But like I said, feel free to obviously, like, I don't know, rewind the stream, whatever. It was quite a complex prompt we wrote out, but it did every single thing flawlessly. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this into the last thing I used, because the last thing I used is a prompt generator that runs on rails, I guess, like a roller coaster. So we're going to close this folder, go back to the last one I was in, which was Hunyuan benchmark. So what I've done is I've like hyper trained my prompt generator by teaching it based on their benchmark prompts. And there's like 600 in there. My last video prompt generator, it had like a couple of rules and 12 prompts or something, because they were so hard to find official ones. So now we have this. It's actually crazy. So I do want to check out the one I made earlier later, but for now what we're going to do, we're just going to make a new file, and we're going to call this one story based. Okay. .text. And if I just put that in there, what we're going to do, and this is going to be quite fun, because what I want to do is retain the temporal reference. So what I'm going to ask him to do is break this down into a prompt list, but it has to break down each section of the story. Okay, so it's not just going to transform. It's not just going to break up the text, because you know how you can do that, right? You can obviously just copy out or break the text up into bits and then prompt them, right? But I don't want to do that. What I want to do is I want to get it to interpret it. And then also, I want it to use the cleaned prompts. So, similarly to how I did it just now. So, hang on, let me just get that prompt that I showed you earlier. It was, I need to make a new prompt list. Here it is. Wow. Okay, so again. Okay, so we'll make a new, no, not plan, new prompt. There we go. Let's just read it through. So I need to make a new prompt list, and this is not for a particular LoRa, it's just a general use one. So I can just call it story based, okay, because this is like my little V0. Okay, follow the rules in the prompt analysis, which we made it analyze the examples. Draw inspiration from cleaned prompts, so that is the examples that the analysis was trained on. Base the new prompt list directly on, and then this is the bit where we've got to use story-based.text. Okay. Prompts must invoke. Oh, we've got to save this. Otherwise it will be empty. Prompts must invoke. Right, we don't need to do that. Don't need to do that. Continue to create variations until there are 80 lines. There'll be a different rule. Continue. There might actually be a new number 4. When creating prompts, you must process them in linear order, respecting events and scenes as new prompts. That's an interesting way to make it interpret it. Okay, so then the next one is continue to create prompts by transforming the story until you reach the end of the story. Text. Continue to create prompts until you reach the end of the story. Yeah. 5. And then 6. Oh, I've already told him to write it into the thing. Continue to create prompts until you reach the end of the story. I mean, I think that's probably as good as it gets. Fernicar says, coffee refill. That was when I had the coffee earlier. Yep. And then AI enhanced RPG would need read aloud text. Definitely. It's on my list. It's on my list, baby. You can obviously get it with, what was the name of that computer? The virtual rep? No. What was the name of the computer? It had like a K in it. Something computer. You could run it. We did a bunch of speech stuff. Oh, I've forgotten what it's called. Pinocchio. It's got a K. Pinocchio with a K can do all of this stuff. But, you know us, we like to try and get it in workflow, right? Anyway, enough talk. So let me just kill this. We'll leave the 3 files that... We don't need to have these open, by the way, but sometimes I think it's a good idea. So we'll go with the plan. Let's see how Comfy's doing. Ooh, yeah, it looks like infinite underground car park. That's cool. Instant go. Is there a way I can set it up so we can see the results? Sort of, kind of. There's no real estate. I know, I'll put it down the bottom, maybe. No, I don't know if it works. So it's a shame you can't have this like on top. So when you're in another application, it's like you can still see a window in window of what your last generation was somewhere. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that would use it. So it's going to read the prompt analysis. It's going to read cleaned prompts. It's going to read story-based. Each scene or event prompt formula will be taken from here. Continue creating prompts until all scenes have been created. Okay. So I just need to make sure you must ensure that the prompt list honors the sequence of events in the story. That's my only real question. Okay, compile all of them into the list. Off you go. And the funny thing is that the DeepSeek R1 model is actually also really good at doing these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lists. And this is all really basic, okay? I'm trying to show you, because a lot of, right, it's, no, make me a script, you know, and make me website. I'd like to make it do stuff that we actually use all the time, and we're always prompting. So if we can come up with ways of making prompting more efficient, you know, I'm all for it. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, that's not quite 80. Oh wait, hang on. Maybe that's the whole. Maybe that's it. 9 prompts. I think that what I need to do. It wants to open it and read it. Okay, so hang on. I need you to repeat the task with this crucial detail in mind. Okay, so let's make that a little bit better. While creating what do I call this one? Story-based V0. A new prompt list named story-based. I wonder if I'll confuse him with my naming system. Oh, one.txt. Right. I need you to repeat the task with this crucial detail in mind. Right. Each prompt will give a scene of 3 seconds in real time, in running time, or in length. 3 seconds in length. We need to address this by adding more prompts based on the story source. Go on then. Let's see. We're in the zone now. Will he do it? Can he do it? Oh. Reread the story. This time it'll be more granular. 3-second scenes. Okay. Generate additional prompts to partition. Okay. Ooh, there's probably stuff you need to fine tune on this, but let's see how he does. Okay, we're getting a little bit more now. Still not many prompts though. I mean, if that's 3 seconds, it's going to be a short video, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't think you could read that prompt. It was like, oh well, I suppose, you know, whatever. Right, trust the process. You know what I mean? So essentially, what we're trying to do is create a prompt list, which is the story, but it's fine-tuned for Hunyuan video and all that business. But the point is, it's, yeah. So what we're going to try and do is then process the list of prompts. I don't know why they put numbers in. They're useless to me. Mind you, saying that, maybe that's a way to indicate where the prompt starts, and then you could have multi-line support. Don't know. Always thinking about it. Okay, so apparently this is the story. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him check his work now. So I'm going to say, please read the contents of story-based vo1.text and compare it with the source storyline, which was what, final draft? I don't even have it open. Was it just story based? I think it was. Yeah. It was just story based because I was in a different. Yeah. Compare it with the resource storyline. Story based .text and write a report. Highlighting major differences and weaknesses in accuracy to the plot. Alright, and then so that should be, I love how it's like 1, do all of that. I'm trying a different way of doing it, right? 2. So do all of that, and then when you've done all of that, I'll say write the report. I'll give it a name, named prompt law score .text, right? Highlighting major differences and weaknesses in accuracy to the plot. So this is like, how faithful did it do a good job? You know what I mean? And then probably want to just start the same thing. Yeah, just do the same thing, but this time will be a different report. Okay, and this time write a report named prompt misses.text or missing. Yeah. Dot text that lists major events in the story that were missed. Okay. 3. Suggest 20 new prompts. No, in fact, don't do that because it will mess up the chronology. I'll say rate the chronology. That's even better. Prompt. I mean, I guess it's like a temporal score. I'll just call it chrono score. Because I've already written temporal too many times tonight. Okay. Which will measure the accuracy of the storyline linearity compared to the prompt list. Okay. 4. Create a summary report of these 3 new reports named prompt conversion report.txt. Include any notes or suggestions to improve this system. Okay, I'm happy with that. Just in case you didn't catch that whole prompt. Oh wow, is it too big to show on the screen right now? Let's get some more. We get some more headroom. There you go. Still can't fit it on the screen. It's the same. It's the same top. Like this, these 3 lines are the same as these 3 lines, so it's the same. 3 lines anyway. Did he not do anything? Did I break it? Did I break it? What did I do? Here he is. I clicked the X button. Right. I broke it. So he's going to do prompt law score, prompt missing, which I misspelt and he doesn't care, prompt chrono score. Do you know what? Let's get him to fix that. Okay. The should be named. I misspelt it. Let's get him to fix just that. These are all good tests. Fernicar says, I have about 14 drafts and haven't managed to polish it, and the final draft is inside my head. Sadly. Electrolab says, you need max headroom. Welcome, Electrolab. Thanks for joining. Yeah, too right. We do. We all need max headroom. As soon as it becomes possible, I'll be creating several max headrooms. And then he's going to make a thing. So yeah, he's got the plan. I fixed my spell check mistake and it didn't break the whole thing, which is nice. So let's go to act mode and sit back and watch him do all the work, I guess. Oh yeah, and by the way, before we get to bask in his glory, let's see. Cars in the back rooms. I had to do it. It's a bit weird and mutated. Got some weird car shapes going on back there. But hey, it is what it is, right? He's thinking about it. Oh, law score, done. Wow, it's fast. Law score is done. Missing or underserved elements. So I wonder if he's smart enough to splice the missing elements back in. You know what I mean? because I want the full prompt list. Damn it. Okay. Oh, although the timer's... Oh. Okay, so we got reports to read now. Oh, we're going to get the final report. Reject. I reject. Okay, there we go. Right, so now we've got to read the report, because this is the human element yet again. Now we got to read the report. So we need our chrono score, we need our conversion report, we need our law score, and we need our prompt missing. Okay, so the law score, let's just get rid of this tab. Is there like a... I suppose it's bad in it in code to do like a word wrap. It's annoying to scroll left and right all the time, you know. Critical plot differences. Letter is mentioned without including explicit source. Yeah, see, that's not good. So it's kind of watered itself down. So, okay, so we need to make sure that this is brought back in. Okay, straight away. And then prompt missing. So it omits several pivotal moments. Loses critical depth and impact. That's not good, guys. We need to fix this too. What about the chronological? It adheres to the chronological order. All events take place in sequence. However, brevity and lack of expanded translational passages mildly comprise the sense of continuous pacing and original development. Reinforcing these transitions could enhance the narrative flow, making progression feel immersive. Okay. So then we get our final report. Source text is characterized by rich layered descriptions, deep emotional introspection, detailed exposition of Elias's life and internal struggles. In contrast, the variant, which is the prompt list, so that's what it means when it says the variant, okay, is streamlined, significantly reducing narrative depth by omitting a key emotionally charged details such as the explicit impact of the transformative letter and the mentor's defining dialogue. Expanded exposition of Eldoria, call to adventure in this letter, mentor's impactful guidance is either underrepresented or missing entirely. It's kind of funny though, because it's sort of like if you were reading a storybook with big pictures, you wouldn't get the full detail, would you? You know, it's like reading a picture book versus reading the actual book, right? Small print book, not the big print book. But we are just making prompts though, so you've got to kind of look through that lens. So what I'll do is I'll just make another prompt list, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so this isn't bad. So at the moment, story based is our actual this is our actual story, and then we've got 4 reports right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start typing. So let's go with a new task. So I need to create a new prompt list. Of course it's another prompt list, right? A new prompt list named, and we're going to call this one 0001 story based v001 text, which is directly based on storyboard v01.text. Okay. So, storyboard.text is a prompt list. Video prompt list based on, give it loads of stuff to think about, you know, keep it busy. And then 2. Okay, so this is the part where we get into the shopping list, right? So, man, this is going to be tricky. Hang on. Yeah, I need to copy the prompts in here more. Right. Yeah. Yeah. We'll start with that. Okay. I want to create new prompt list. There we go. Take that there and then copy the end of this. That's what I want to do. New prompt list like that, directly based on that. This is based on that. Follow rules on this, based on this, based on new prompts directly on content of this. Creating prompts you must process in a linear order. Okay, so now you must respect and preserve the linear order, or when adding, because he's doing it from a list now, not a story. And now I need to add in the extra bits, so this is going to be done on the other screen to prevent retinal damage from the white window. Is there like a dark mode for Notepad++? There's gotta be, right? I don't know why I've never done that. It just completely is burning my eyes right now as I speak to you. Alt-Z is word swap, is it? Alright, well, but yeah, like I said, I need to take the list of these reports, right? So prompt law score, prompt chrono score, right? Prompt conversion report. Prompt law score. Well, actually, I don't need the report, do I? I just need missing as well. Because what I'll do is I'll get him to look at all those reports, right? Okay, so I'm going to say read this. Read this. Consider the problems and address them. Ha! By including the get rid of the report, and I'll just say read this, 5, 6, 7, there we go. Consider the problems and address them by including the missing elements. I love how vague that is. I bet it'll work though. Continue until you reach the end of the story. Until you reach the end of the prompt list. Okay, I think that'll be working. I think that'll be working. So we'll get him open again and there. So just to catch you up on what I just did. Oh, and I got the mess. I messed up the word. Okay, so we can fix that. Messed up the numbers. Hodoi. There we go. Okay, so just to catch you up on it, we're going to create a new prompt list based on the old prompt list. We're going to follow the rules from the analysis. We're going to get inspiration from the prompt, from the penguin. And then we're going to base it directly on the story. Wait. No. Okay, the new prompt list must reflect the content of story based in video prompt form. There we go. When adding prompts, you must respect and preserve the linear order of the story. Storyline, story plot. Read chrono score, consider the problems, fix them. Read prompt law score, consider the problems, fix them. You know, that's what I've done. Missing prompts. So we're just going to try and patch up the biggest things that spotted first and see how he acts. Alright? Hang on. Do you know what? New task. There we go. So there is a dark mode. Settings, preferences. Oh, thank God. Settings, preferences. Dark mode. Yes, I'm a hacker now. Thank God. Thank you, hacker. Alt-Z is to toggle word wrap, really? Hang on, let me see. Don't troll me, bro. Hey! Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You could have had me do anything with that shortcut. That could have been like, sell my soul to Microsoft or something. You know? Gotta be careful with shortcuts. So, he's asking me questions. This is one thing I like about O3. It asks you questions. So I've told him a bunch of stuff to do, which is pretty crazy. Let's be honest. And I've said, before proceeding, could you please clarify, should I assume that baseline is analogous? Or is there a different file in reference for the video prompt style? Well, video prompt style is determined by promptanalysis.md. Alright, well, let's give him his answer. Okay. Video prompt style guidance is defined inside promptanalysis.md. Okay. Missing elements you mentioned. Chronology law. Would you like them inserted as new prompts, or should they modify existing prompts according to context? Omit law and score files. Don't know why. modify existing prompts for chronology elements. Are there specific formatting or structural requirements, numbers, delimiters for the new prompt list beyond maintaining linear order and prompt form? You must maintain the overall faithfulness of the order of the prompts matching the story. Yeah, matching the story. I don't even know what you're talking about, formatting. Prompt formatting is a single line for a single prompt. No empty lines and no numbering. Yep. Add that to the plan. Alt Z. Okay. Okay, so he's refined his confusion into something a little bit more organized, so he's ready to go. It's going to make a new file anyway, so it's not going to like mess anything up. Time to let her rip. Oh yeah, how's Comfy doing? It's making a mess. It's trying to make backroom car meets. Oh. Ah, he's reading things. So he's nearly read everything now. Here we go. Boom. Oh yes, very nice, very nice. Okay, so now we should have... This is going to be a bit more faithful to the story now, and preserves the linear order of events. Right. And so my idea was simply we generate the prompts in order and then put the videos together. Obviously you've got the option of re-rolling, you know, if it's not a good video for each prompt. So like get the best output of each prompt, put it all together, and it should generate us the story. I know it's like silly because it's just like you just generated it, but you know, yeah, that's the idea. What it looks like, no idea. I think that it would be the success of something like this is going to work better if there's a pre-trained LoRa being used. So if you had like a fantasy style, you know, like train it on Zelda or something, I don't know, or like a live action type. Electrolab says, I wonder what prompt lists we're making. I could rewind and check, but the interdimensional shift might create a rift or a crack in time. It's true. So this is basically what we've done here, just to give people a recap, is we've started with nothing. Remember, we started with nothing, right? And I had a prompt generator which we built on the last stream, so I've imported my story based. Where is it? Where's the main one? There it is. Story based. So that's the story. Okay. And that was 5,398 characters. Now, I made story, I wanted to convert it into video prompts, but I wanted to honor the temporal relationship between them. So start of the story, middle of the story, end of the story. So it's a story illustrator in video prompt form, basically. So you generate all of them and you get the best of each, and then you should get something that resembles the story at the end, right? That's the idea. Now, obviously that was a nice try, but we can do better type thing. And so what we did was we essentially expanded it, okay, added more references to the story, and then in the last one we just sort of, there were a few missed bits, it missed a few bits, so we managed to adjust it. Okay, so not only did we generate a storyline, we turned it into a video prompt list, then refined that video prompt list, and then double checked against the original story, and using all of these rules. And remember, we learned the rules by analyzing 600 prompts. Somehow we've ended up with Rainbow CSV, which I bet would be very nice to, yeah, that's nice. Oh, that's weird. Someone screwed up the he didn't escape the comma. There's actually a mistake in the oh no. Look, he's got a syntax error. Here, I'll fix it for you. Hang on. So what does that run on? No, wait, what's he done? Oh no, it's a double mistake. There you go. Everybody gets one, I guess. There's something else weird going on here. Uh-oh. Oh dear. There we go. I just fixed your CSV. But anyway. See, rainbow. The rainbow made it easy. It just stuck out. I was like, huh. Alright, so anyway, so that leaves us with this. And so this would be like a fantasy list. Its first prompt is the beginning of the story, last prompt is the end of the story. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this folder, or rather its contents, and go over to my prompt list. I'm just going to add it in there manually. Boy. We'll call it story-based. yeah, V001. Paste them in there. Okay, so basically, yeah, that story based 001, that's going to be good for well, potentially testing out this idea I had, which is have the AI not just prompt, but prompt a sequence of prompts. Okay, like, so because you know how often you want to do a sequence of prompts these days, you want to have like, oh yeah, scene 1 this, scene 2 this. And so I thought, well, if I have a story and I can generate a story, if I can generate a story, I could generate a prompt list, and that prompt list would obey and preserve the linear relationship of the storyline To be honest, Electrolab, all you'd have to do is have a narrator read out the prompt, because the prompt is the story, right? The prompt is the story, and the story is the prompt, kind of thing. Alternatively, of course, I could write something which is like, do you know what? You've given me an idea there. So his question was, I wonder if the film is made if a narrator track could be automated too. And that's a really good idea. So how about this, right? What we do is we look at the story based. Yeah. So I noticed that there are a shorter number of lines than the prompt. So what we have to do is figure out how to read this out as the results of this are being shown. So, you know, you could ask the LLM, at what timestamp should I read this line? But what I think is going to happen is these lines are quite long. So that means you'd probably have to generate more, you know what I mean? Because what, 3 seconds? So say it's 10 seconds, 30. We've got maybe a minute and a half here. So that's an interesting point. So let's ask him. Let's ask him what he says. So, okay. Let's ask him. New task, right? So, I wish to use the prompts contained inside to illustrate the story contained, what's it? Contained in storybase.txt. One, estimate, what's it? Estimate with average speaking speed the runtime of speaking the entire story inside storybase.txt. To estimate the timestamps that each line, because there are how many lines in story.txt? I've forgotten already. Story based. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'll say I counted 9 new lines inside storybase.txt. Estimate the timestamps that each line would start speaking at. I know it sounds terrible, but I bet he'll figure it out. And then what was the other thing? Story based. Right, so here we have the actual prompt list. Okay, I wish to use the prompts contained inside storybase to illustrate the story contained in storybase.txt. Video prompts, give them a bit more context. Estimate the average speaking speed that the runtime of speaking the entire story will take. I counted 9 new lines. Estimate the timestamps that each line should start speaking at, and then 3, the videos I am creating are 3 seconds in length. So, well, it's like 66 seconds or something, is it? 23 times 3? No, 69? Wait a minute. The math can't be right. Okay, so nice. 20. 23 times 3 equals. Nice. So 1 minute and 9 seconds. It's about accurate in length. Okay. Probably want to make a point though with that. What's the task? He's like, yeah, great. You've just stated that. My concern is that the runtime of the video prompts is less than the runtime of the audio spoken story. Suggest ways to interpolate scenes while remaining. What's it? Remaining? This last step is really hard. Temporarily aware. 4. Maintain the linear order of the story details. My goodness. Oh, we've got another one. 5. I'll say he's going to try and make a new one, so I'm going to make him make another one, and I'm just going to call it story-based final.txt. And write the complete updated contents. Yes. Pirate GFX says some lyrics might not translate well to visual elements and would need a refined story for better understanding. Electrolab says music video may enjoy style choices. Wait, it's waiting for me to say go, isn't it? Hang on, let me just do this before I start talking. Should I assume? Okay. Assume average speaking speed of 150 per minute. Yes. It's fine. 2. For estimating timestamps based on the new lines in storybase.txt, do you want each new line start time to be uniformly distributed? Yes. Oh wait, no, wait, it's not uniformly though, is it? It must be dependent on the run time for each line. Obviously. I thought that was obvious. 3. Interpolation scenes to fill gaps. Do you prefer inserting repeated or transitional prompts, fade-ins, fade-outs, additional embellishments? Yes, let's try that approach. I like that. Alright. Let him know, and then the prompt is solidified. So, Electrolab said, music video may enjoy style choices and simple narrative, if any, right? I was thinking spectral analysis of audio turned into prompts. What? Spectral analysis turned into prompts. That's crazy. Wait. What did he just do? Ah, yeah. So he just updated the plan. Okay. Accumulate timestamps for each line. Wait, what? I don't even know what he's doing. He's probably going to destroy the original story. Do you know what? I'm going to say 1. Please add, please create a new file named story speech timer dot text. And add the version with time-stamped cues for each new line. Do not edit the original story-based text. It just occurred to me I have RoboCop the game and I still haven't played it. Just suddenly that story's just come out of nowhere. It's just so yeah, 1. Yeah, that's my only modification so far. The sum of durations for all lines with a fixed video runtime. Ah, he's screwed that up as well. 3. In fact, should I just say no problems? Read story-based to obtain video prompts. I would assume video prompts are ordered in a way that corresponds. Yeah, they do. The prompts are ordered correctly. You don't need to assume. 3. Compare total audio runtime, the sum of duration for all lines, with the fixed video runtime. Okay. There is no fixed video runtime. That's important. I was calculating number of lines in prompt list plus you know, times 3 seconds. Yeah. To calculate the video, the generated video length. Generated video length. This is going to be interesting. I think once he gets the idea, he might just create a whole bunch of filler prompts that just go in, around, and everywhere, which is pretty much what I'm trying to get him to do. Because I've got this whole idea about using, like, transitions and stuff, and I was wondering, like, what if he's really good at it? What if he's really good at it? So look at him, look at this. I'll suggest inserting additional interpolated scenes between existing video prompts. These interpolation scenes will be used in an inserted, temporally aware manner using the difference between the calculated line start times and the 3-second video segments to stretch the visual representation to match the audio pacing. Since you confirmed interpolation should be done using transitional or repeat prompts, fade-ins, additional embellishments, I'll provide suggestions and include placeholder instructions. No, you won't. What do you mean? Placeholder. Do not include placeholder. Write the fade-ins and transitions as needed. Yeah. Do not include placeholder instructions. Write the fade-ins and transitions as needed while respecting the preserving. Yes. Preserving the order by maintaining. What is it? Maintaining the sequence when adding new video prompts to the list. You should do that. No. Number 4. Final story-based final will include a header showing overall estimated audio runtime, section listing each storyline with its computed start timestamp for each line, corresponding video. What the heck? For For each line, corresponding video prompt. Section at the end suggests interpolation points. No. You crazy mucker. Must only be a prompt list format text file. No numbered lists, only text. One prompt per line. Strictly respecting the original order. All I'm trying to do is improve the timings. Final storyboard. I'm just trying to see if I can inflate it. Section at the end suggesting this. Whatever. This final file, because there's a lot of stuff that needs to get rejigged. Final file will maintain the linear order. Okay, so that's okay. If you need to write additional information, as you mentioned, please write this to stage 4 report.txt. Sounds good to me, Chief. Keep planning. Nail it down. I like how they're all just parked in a spooky... It's like a spooky underground car park type setup. Could probably get better though. Makes me wonder. I think that the weight has more effect than the string weight. It's a lot like image. It's a lot like imaging. History restored. I don't recall doing that. Right. Look at this beefy prompt he's now got. Create story speech timer.txt. I completely forgot about that. So he's going to make like timing for the you know, so you have a voice actor who's going to come and read the story. He's going to read them, and then the clips go in at that timestamp, right? So it's like where to, you know, and then you just generate the videos. That's the idea anyway. I don't even know if it'll work. He's getting into it with formulas about fade-ins and stuff. Are you aware that there is no fixed runtime limit for the video prompts? We are multiplying the number of prompts by 3 seconds to estimate the total runtime, which must exceed the natural runtime of reading the story out loud average speaking speed. Question mark? Now there's a question for you. Okay, we're almost ready to actually prompt something. And then once we're done with this task, we're going to make a couple. I'm probably going to do a comfy node, I think. Alright, so let me just check that he's not nuts. See, the only thing that takes time is reading his plan to see if he's actually got the grasp of what you want him to do. But it's nice that you can do that, though. Usually you just have to just... I wonder if I'll get a good answer. This is way better. So split it into its 9 lines. For each line, count the words, compute its duration, calculate cumulative start timestamps, write each line to speech story timer with its corresponding start timestamp format, process video prompts from this file to this file to, you know, count the number of video prompts assumed to be in order. Baseline video runtime is number of prompts times 3 seconds. Compute natural audio runtime of the story text, sum of the durations of 9 lines. Determine the difference, D, baseline video runtime minus natural audio runtime. 2 cases arise. If D is positive, baseline exceeds runtime. No extra extension is needed. Simply add a fade in at the beginning, fade out at the end, and basic transition instructions between prompts. If D is negative, audio runtime exceeds the baseline. Calculate extra time needed and distribute it evenly across the available transitions. Number of transitions is number of prompts minus 1. Each transition will have an extension of D over number of transitions seconds. For each prompt from story... Wait a minute. D divided by number of transitions seconds. Okay. A little bit like, is that right? I'd like to check that. Modify the text by appending. Oh, for each prompt in there. See, we don't want to be doing that. Do you know what? Because I don't want to do another recook on the instruction, I am gonna just back up the file. Just call it BCKP. Okay, because, you know, I could say like, oh, create a new file, don't edit the file, create a new file, but it's just turning into a bit of a back and forth here. I want him to actually do something now. Write the updated prompts to a new file, and then also do a report that shows everything that he wanted to put into the other file and I didn't let him, and then a summary of how to do more. Right, okay, yeah, cool. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to say, so you've got an idea for the for like a video prompt project, right? And say it's a short story. Well, maybe we could make a fine-tuned agent that's really good at converting a story of any kind into a prompt list that retains the chronological order. So you could essentially generate it in sequence. So if I generate all these prompts in order, as long as I get good videos, you know what I mean? Obviously, you know, you've got to like check the videos are good, right? But the idea is that you could just generate and then put them all together, and well, I don't know if it can do it because there's an issue of consistency, but it's possible to have a pre-trained LoRa and inject like our character's trigger into the name of the character, because we know what the name of the character is, so it might be possible to steer the character into and then you've got a regular, you know what I mean, it'll be more consistent across the set then. So Fernicar says, it would be great to know how close we are to overflow the max of the context token. Well, I'm using an API to O3 Mini, but if you look here, right now we're at 23,003 context window, right? So if you had a context window of 32,000, you could do this, what we're doing. I think it goes quite a bit higher though. So what's it doing? What's it doing? Ah, it's reading everything. Wow, it's gone 9 o'clock and I didn't even get my coffee. God, how do I plan on staying up all night? Give me a sec. Feels like just 5 minutes ago. I gotta stay up all night making unlicensed beats. Right. Oh my gosh, it's actually doing it. So it did the speech timer already. That's cool. No, wait, yeah, it did. So now it's going to do the prompt list, and then it's going to do the report. No, I don't want to. Reject. It's only got 22 lines though. It hasn't changed the number of lines, which is a little bit confusing. Okay. Ford AI Debitista. You've done a good joke. Works perfect. The prompts. Just perfect the prompts. Interesting. Character consistency may be an issue. Not if they're all cars. But I'll know it's a different car. Deep down, I'll know. See, what I was thinking was, with storytelling, right? So here's an example, okay? Our main character is called Elias Thorne. And you can use my prompt injection or my prompt swap to swap this to... you can swap this to whatever your trigger is. So if you have, like, if you've trained a consistent character, it's easy to quickly make this about your character, okay? That's what I'm thinking. So then you've got a consistent character. The rest will cut. Oh wait, hang on. We got some problems here. We got some problems. This isn't going to work. Look at all this. But hang on though. Okay, so it's not fully automated. So essentially, look, fade out, fade in, extend by 12 seconds. So wherever he said, but it's given us the timings. Okay, so that's not so bad, you know. Because basically what it is we need, wherever it says extend by 12 seconds, what we need to do next is we need to say, come up with various ways of extending the scene. So basically, like, drag out the prompt into 4 prompts that are 3 seconds long each, and then keep them in order, right? I'm pretty sure I know how to. I think I can get this. I think I can get it. This is one hell of a project, I tell you what. I never thought about this before. Like, basically, use AI to expand your prompt list, knowing that each line is worth 3 seconds of runtime, and then just queue it up. So it's a bit like having a scheduler builder, like a prompt scheduler builder. Yeah. Let's have a look at the chat. We got some more people talking. Pirate said Qwen2 audio is capable of accepting various audio signal inputs and performing audio analysis or direct textual responses with regard to speech instructions. Oh, really? So maybe I should try building my Whisper app with Qwen2 audio. Thanks for the tip. Electrolab says character kissing. Yeah, we talked about that, and the buses too. Ford AI Debatista says, I'm going to send them in Discord. The prompt is generating different images. Interesting. He's sending some stuff in Discord. I'll keep an eye out for it, my friend. But yeah, so what I'm thinking is wherever a prompt, because obviously each prompt, it has a thing at the end, right? So I can say conditional, right? So if I say at story based final, it doesn't have it. Doesn't have it. It's not there. That's okay. So story based dash final dot text. Right, that's what we're going to be working on. So one, if the prompt line contains fade, what is it? Fade out, then fade in, this text can be omitted. Okay, and then two, if the prompt line contains extend by 12 seconds. Okay. In fact, we might have to do like, can we do bullet points inside the number? I think we can. Yeah. Extend the prompt by 12. Then, yeah, here we go. Right, we're cooking. So, expand the prompt into 4 sequential prompts that stretch events. Stretch temporal events. Oh my god. While maintaining. Maintaining. Maintaining the linear story order, story flow. Oh my god, I think. No. Yeah. I think I should make this a separate thing. Like that. Maintain the linear story flow. For. Yeah. Expand the prompt into 4 sequential prompts that stretch temporal events, and then 3. Wait. No, I got to make another bullet point. We're like, add these 4 prompts into the main. Add these 4. Well, replace. Yeah, replace this. Replace that prompt. Replace this prompt. This or that. Go crazy. Replace this prompt with these 4 updated prompts, retaining the sequence order. Hopefully it doesn't go nuts with all my order rules. Okay. I'm going to say transition. This can be omitted. It's text, not text. Okay. And that basically, if that works, that will actually deal with It'll retain the chronology, but then the runtime of the prompt list is the runtime of the audio, and it should all fit together when you put the two things together. I think that might be it. I think that might be it. Is there anything else in here that I've missed? Ah, there's one that's just fade in on its own, but I don't mind editing that. It's one edit. It's all the same. Everything is fade out, then fade in. Fade out, then fade in. It's kind of lazy. Okay. AI Debutista says, I sent them already. Go and see. Alright, I'm having a look. Oh, Mr. Cliff, what have you been doing? NC Pastel Cyberpunk Laura, huh? Let's take a look. I wonder why one of them's white. But that's cool. I like the trees. Oh, yeah, look at this. Look at all this piping stuff everywhere. I love it. Cool scene. Another cool scene. It's like a druid or something. Do you think it's funny? Look, he's trying to hold the cross, but it's a medallion. I have that happen to me a couple times. Nice waterfall. Do you love this thing here, when they makes the helmets? Very cool, man. Hang on, is there more? I think I looked at them all. Yeah. Super cool, man. Keep them coming. Please provide the contents of story-based final. Uh-oh. He doesn't know about it. Oh, man. He doesn't even know. Ah, he's not aware of this file. This is one thing I hate about this. Every now and then, certain files don't exist. And I'm not really sure. See? I'm not really sure how you make him aware of them. Because normally I just prompt the name of the file name, but I know recently they added this thing where he has to kind of be aware of the file somehow. Hang on. Maybe if I close and reopen it. Doesn't take a second to close and reopen. See, I have this problem on my home computer, but that's because it's like Linux running in a Chrome OS, so it's like my own silly fault. Hey, there we go. Wait. No, wait. Yep, final. Okay, so just restarting the IDE actually solves this problem. So let's try that again. The music reminds me of 80s movies, says Full Dive. Well, I am a child of the 80s, so yeah, it wouldn't be surprising if it has a bit of an inflection. Debutista says, what I'm doing now, I'm splitting the story, do them and prompts. Yeah, it's a good idea. I was just having an experiment to see if I can literally just get a story and then have it make a temporal prompt list. And so what I've done is I'm making a shopping list of instructions here, so I could compress all of that into just one. So everything we've done could be one prompt. It just has to be complicated and not miss anything out. It's a little bit like the monkey paw thing. Thank you for that, Redial. It's a little bit like the prompting is a little bit like the monkey paw, you know. So, like, you know, every time you have to edit a prompt, you know, if you're trying to, you do a prompt and then you're trying to fix the output, that's like the finger is curling, you know. It's kind of funny. Please clarify the transformation details. Should I split the original prompt into 4 parts that can be progressively extend the temporal with clear sequence of part 1, part 2. Also, is the entire prompt used as a base for these, or should I add new narrative? Okay. Oh boy. You are getting confused, right? Okay. Oh man. Okay. Do not use clear sequence indicators. Spread the original. Oh my god. Oregano. Spread the oregano. Spread the original prompt over 4 new prompts. Yes. Extend the temporal event. This might be a bad idea as well. Research. Is the entire only use the entire prompt content. Do not add or simulate when extending. Should I treat each line in story-based final independently? Each line is a new prompt in chronological order. Okay. Do you know what, this is funny? This reminds me of Sora's got this feature. I've been watching people use Sora. And one of these features they've got is it makes a batch of 4, right? And I was thinking, how hard would it be for them to make that batch of 4 chain together? And then that 20 seconds is now... Oh my god. So then they'll be generating like 1 minute 20. Is it? Something like that? I can't do math. They'll be generating quite a bit. It'll be a big jump. It'll go from like, oh, we could only make like 5 seconds to, well, we're making like 1.5 minutes at a time. So I think that might be the next big jump when they figure out how to chain their outputs. Because they can already do 4 videos at a time. Yeah, it does take time to make them, but what I mean is like the runtime's going to get longer as they figure out how to make 4 at once and chain them together and all this business. Okay, let's plan this. And then I got a couple of things on my hit list, and we're going to get him to do some Python. There we go. A line with extend by 12 seconds will be replaced by 4 identical new prompts, each being the original prompt with the original with the text by second being removed. Excellent, because obviously they're 3 seconds long. So I'm thinking, okay, if you need it to be 12 seconds, crap, I've just realized if it's 3 seconds long and it needs to be 12 seconds, it's not times 4, it's times 5. Wait, let me just think about this. Yeah, because it's the original runtime needed to be extended by 12 seconds. So actually it was 15, not 12. So I need 5 prompts if I'm going to replace the original. Ooh, I'm just going to explain that to him. 3. We need 4 prompts, not 3. Because the original prompt we were replacing is 3 seconds long, and it needed to be extended by 12 seconds. So if each prompt is 3 seconds and we are replacing the original, this is 9 seconds total runtime. We need to add 4 new prompts every time we see extend by 12 seconds. I love how it just keeps going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Ah! What's this say? What am I missing? Electrolab says, first make single images from each prompt. When that works, make the videos too. Makes sense, eh? Ford AI Debutista says, 1. Prompt for world building. Yeah, it's actually, I have a world engine which you can download, but it's for Claude projects, so I'm slowly building everything back into this VS Code sort of format, because this is what everyone's actually ended up using. But all the logic still works, so let's see. Open story-based final, where each line represents an individual prompt. Process each line. If a line contains the exact text... Oh, crap. I've spelt it wrong. You know, give him a filter and then spell it wrong. Duh. I made a spelling error. Should read transition. Okay, that's one mistake, but yeah, keep reading. If a line contains extend by 12 seconds, remove that segment from the line and replace the entire line with 4 new prompts. Each of these 4 new prompts uses the original prompt content with extend by 12 seconds line removed and appears in a sequential order. What? Hang on a minute. That process seems scuffed to me. Each of these 4 new prompts uses the original prompt content. We'll have to see what he actually does, won't we? I bet he'll edit this as well. It's a sin. Never edit the original. Better back it up quick before he starts scribbling all over it. Okay. So he's going to read the stuff and then he's going to do the stuff. Oh wow, look at that. So now it's interpolated. So let's see, are they identical or are they different? They're the same. God damn it. He just copied them. But then again, if you're using a different scene, is that so bad? Because this was about getting the runtime to be correct. 82 prompts. So now the video runtime matches. Interesting, interesting. But then I guess you could have just summarized that by saying, you know, run this one 4 times, run this one 4 times. So it's like, actually, it probably is easier to, if this is all it's going to do, you know what I mean? Because I'm thinking about running this through a prompt list like sheet music, you know? So you just start it prompting and you let it run. And it just keeps generating this story, inverted quotes, right? So, yeah. And it did overwrite the original as well, which is what I thought it was going to do. So, I reckon... Yeah. I mean, to be honest, is it really on the quiet pre-dawn? On the quiet pre-dawn, dew-kissed streets and silent alleys. Yeah, so it looks like it's just... To be honest, it looks like it's just the same, but every line has been repeated 4 times so that it can make up the runtime. So it's like, it would have been easy for him to just say, you want to run every prompt 4 times? and then put it all together, and then it'll work. So I don't think there's any point updating the prompt list. Not really. See, what I was hoping was it would use the prompt generation logic to slightly modify each prompt rather than just duplicate them 4 times. But let's be fair, he did already write all the other stuff. So, you know, all of these are original. And this does follow the storyline. So I'm going to say this does work. I'm going to say it works, but the results are dependent. Like, for example, if I replaced Elias with Wick, right? And then use the Wick Laura, it's going to make a whole story about John Wick doing all kinds of stuff, right? Obviously, it's not going to be, like, amazing, but I like the idea that you can have a chronological prompt list so that it's trying to tell a story with the prompt list rather than just being, like, random cool prompt every line, random cool prompt, you know? So I've got loads of collections that take it in different directions, but I've never honoured the chronological order of the list. I always just hit it with randomizers, right? But there is an index. So let's just turn this queue off. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. If I just duplicate this. Okay. Turn that off. That's going to be backrooms. Yeah, we probably need more backrooms. I'll probably keep making backrooms overnight. Okay. And then the next thing was kill that. Kill that. Okay. And then I think it was like KC. Yeah, KC VOV. But then we've just made no, that's right. So this is one of the new ones. Let's just get rid of that there. Get rid of that. KCK. There we go. Cyber 2. Right. KCK. Should be good. Now, I'm going to put it down to 49 and 20 steps so we can actually get a quick turnaround here. Now, what was the name of the file? What was the name of the story-based 00000001? So it's going to be tricky. What? Gotta refresh it. Okay. What? In a high-altitude facility, a Skywalker is testing quantum propulsion technology. Her suit generates visible distortion fields while the surrounding air crackles with energy. The camera tracks upward as she initiates a controlled dimensional shift. That's crazy, dude. Crazy. But yeah, we're trying to change this to story. Story. Come on. Story. There we go. Story base. So now we've just got that in front of it. KCK. So hopefully this works. I don't know what it's doing right now. Seems to be stuck on the clip text, so I'll just give it a sec. It's not this one, that's for sure. Is it because... it's because I told it to load a new LoRa, so it has to load a new patch, which basically means it flushes and reloads. Full Dive Media says one prompt to rule them all. I know what it is. Detail. Detail, 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 detail. Nice work on the image sharing. A nice eyeball in a key. So I wonder, because we were obviously working on stuff, right? So we didn't actually get to see a lot of those videos. So let's just make another one and check him out. I mean, hey, they can't be that bad, right? Well, they probably can actually, but hold on. So was it LoRa Mix Backrooms 2? Yeah, Electric Boogaloo. All right, let's. That's fine. Is there a what? See, I'm messing around with the settings. Some of them are a bit weird. It's making some super dark shots. Wait, what? That car was facing the wrong way around. It's like ended up looking a bit like the Matrix. How many videos are there? 16. That one's a good one. That one looks cool. See, these are cool shots, if you know what I mean. Yeah. It's funny how it's just, what, you mean, what, you wanted a car in the back rooms? That's just a highway tunnel, dude. What's the big deal? It's just a tunnel. Oh, that's it? That's all of them? 24, that's all I made? Yeah, we're going to have to leave this one. Or do I, though? Do I, though? I think I'm better off cooking up more Backrooms clips, so I've got a decent library of those. But I do like the blending. I think there's some finesse to this. I think maybe what it is you just got to handcraft a blended prompt, so it's not too many tokens. Because I think what happens is if you just slam lists together like I have been, it kind of does like a token pollution thing where all the tokens start fighting each other and it smushes out the detail. Like you can see it's happening here. It's like smushed. We know it can do better than that because look at this. So I think it's where the styles are fighting each other. And it is quite a blurry style as well, Backrooms. It's like blurry, pixelated, just sort of weird vibes. Kind of liminal. But this looks like found footage for sure. It's just and like I said, it's like it's trying to make the backgrounds. What the heck? Nothing. And then we get to this one. That one's really good. Like the first one that came out of it was really good. Makes me wonder if maybe I made it too strong. Hang on. See, that one's good. I should probably just base them all on that one. It's because the prompt's changing every time, see? Because I'm kind of mining right now. Wasn't there like a really nice one? It's still loading here. I don't know what's going on. Oh, and that's very found footage. Is there one that's like particularly outstanding? I think we're nearly done. And that is good. That is good. Not bad. Looks a bit fake. That one. 20 is crazy, actually. But is it better than that one? That one looks real. 21. 20, 21. They're good. 20, 21. And then we're back to the start again. Yeah. That one's nice, but a bit blurry. That one's nice, but it stops moving. Same with that one. It kind of like slows down for no reason. So yeah, it really is this one or this one. See, that one looks blurry like it was filmed on a phone, but that one just has a cleaner setup. I don't know. I think the background messed up a bit on this one. It's funny how it just adds road. Look, we just get lines going by. That means cars moving right now. Look, wheels spinning, lines moving, car moving. It's kind of funny. It's like that's all you needed to do. This looks more realistic, but the other one is more like Backrooms style. It's tough. It's tough. It really is tough. Oh well. This one's still not not moving, huh? He's like, sucker. I ain't doing what you tell me. Well, we're almost out of time. It's been a beautiful Wednesday and I enjoy every minute as always. But we are coming to the end of the hour. So, as this is just like probably broken, I probably broke it. I think I'm probably going to take this as my opportunity to pull that ejection cord. And I will see you all tomorrow, same time, same place. I think we're actually going to do 7 o'clock. Because it seems like 7 o'clock is the time to start every day. Often I'll start at 5 or 6 and it's too early. A lot of people can't make it and miss the start. So, you know, I will pretty much finish around the same time. So I think, yeah, 7 o'clock's a good start. Obviously, it being Wednesday today, that means it's going to be Thursday tomorrow. And that means it's going to be hang out in the art hole. So if you want to join me, come up inside the hangout and we can have a little meet up there, Q&A style. So like I said, we do this every Thursday. A little bit of a meet and greet, little bit of a show and tell. We'll have some people up there talking. Other people will get to speak for once, and maybe I can do some listening. Maybe we'll see how it goes. But pretty much that is everything I got. So thank you very much for watching tonight. It's been a great show, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ những video hấp dẫn.
listening. You can check them all out on my SoundCloud and on Bandcamp. So why not go over to fightbelow5.uk and check out our YouTube tutorials as well.
Nice.